Hello there. Nigel Farage will be beaming as the latest poll puts the Brexit Party in an unassailable lead on the eve of the totally unwarranted EU elections. As voters prepare to go to the polling stations tomorrow, the latest YouGov figures will have the establishment parties crying in their beers, or maybe into their milkshakes. YouGov now has the Brexit Party on a stonking 37% of the vote, which is an increase of 2% on last week, with the Lib Dems trailing in second place on 19%, Labour third on 13%, the Greens fourth on 12%, and the Tories languishing in fifth on just 7%. Bringing up the rear are Change UK on 4% and UKIP on 3%. And this was put together prior to the PM making her disastrous speech yesterday, where she doubled down and reinforced her previous failings by talking about second referendums and a customs union with the European Union. Tomorrow might see the Tory vote slide even lower. By the time the votes are counted on Sunday evening, we might see the Brexit Party on 30-odd seats, with the Lib Dems second and the Tories and Labour trying to mop up what they can. So Theresa May is certainly toast, but we could also see Jeremy Corbyn come under a lot of pressure for not capitalising on the Tory woes. And just to support this overall picture, an Opinium poll a few days earlier put the Brexit Party on 38%, Labour second on 17%, the Lib Dems third on 15%, the Tories fourth on 12%, the Greens fifth on 7%, with Change UK on 3% and UKIP on 2%. So overall, the Brexit Party looks to be in the ascendancy. The trouble is that it looks to me like the other main establishment parties are just viewing this as some sort of mid-term protest vote. Either that, or they're hoping that the Nigel Farage Express will run out of steam in the very near future. So I'm not sure they realise the existential threat that the Brexit Party potentially poses to them. Or, if they do, they obviously have no idea how to counter it. Mainly because they can't see the answer to all their problems that is staring them in the face. That of leaving the EU completely and properly. And the threat is especially high should a general election end up being called in the very near future, because all that would do is gel support around this new offering. Just think, over the last few months more and more people have been tuning into politics, either out of curiosity or because Brexit is thrust down their collective gullet every single day. And if the people watching are anything like me, all they will have seen is a tired old political system comprised of the same old tired politicians and tired old political parties doing the same tired old things. But most importantly, they will have witnessed at first hand how little our democratically elected representatives value our democracy once they are sat on those green benches. And that is not something those establishment parties will be able to shake off quickly, if ever. And Nigel Farage has tuned right into that. Now, here's some domestic news that might have passed you by. What with all of this talk about Theresa May, her awful treaty proposals and Brexit. The latest figures on the state of the UK finances from the ONS show that the nation borrowed another £5.8 billion in April, which is £0.3 billion less than April last year and the lowest April borrowing since 2007. Over the last full financial year, we borrowed another £23.5 billion, which is £18.3 billion less than the previous year, and the lowest annual borrowing for 17 years. But it was £0.7 billion more than the forecast made by the Office for Budget Responsibility in its March Economic and Fiscal Outlook. The nation's total net debt has therefore increased by £20.5 billion to a gnat's whisker under £1.8 trillion. But as GDP has increased, and dare I say it despite Brexit, the net debt to GDP ratio has also decreased by 1.6% to 82.7%. The ONS also tells us that average house prices rose by 1.4% in the year to March, with the average house now costing £227,000, which is £3,000 higher than the same time last year. But it is still lower than the peak average price of £232,000 reached last August. And on inflation, the ONS says that Consumer Prices Index, including homeowner occupiers' costs, or CPIH, rose by 2% in the year to April, with the ordinary CPI rising by 2.1% over the same period. And this is, of course, in line with the government target of 2%. So, still no Brexit Leave vote doom and gloom, even after nearly 3 years. Anyway, what do you think? Please share and comment, and thank you for watching. Please do like and share this video, and also subscribe to my channel. And when subscribing, please do remember to press on the little bell next to the subscribe button. That way you'll get an alert every single time I put up a new video. Thank you very much for watching.